Please, Areno. Kappa, Kappa, Kappa. Away we go.
Kappa Keepud. All right. So, round 2. Fight! Well, actually, we didn't even have round 1. So.
Yeah, but guys, ideally, we'd love to do this all the time. So as long as there's enough of you in chat to be able to build out custom game lobbies, we will do this every time we stream.
Yeah, I mean, not only is this fun for us, I mean, I know I could definitely use the practice for this because, oh my god, this is crazy.
Yeah, pretty crazy. But it's, I mean, this is the time to get in and, make your mark, make yourself be seen. We will do our best to highlight all the matches, both here and maybe get them uploaded to YouTube. We'll try to do that later tonight. Normally we stream in the evenings, but today, because the patch came out, I decided to just go ahead and fire it up live. Fire it up live.
Yeah, if I didn't have to work tonight, I would have joined you the whole time.
No
Screw
worries.
sleep.
No worries. It was nice of Thor to lend us his community. We were over there casting together for a bit, and then he played, and I made fun of him. It was great.
Wow. Okay. So Mortal Team, very, very unusual comp. We've got the double carry. We've got. I'm guessing this comp is going to be a frontliner. So he'll build kind of tanky. Maybe start with the Prosperity Rush with a Warden to be on the front line with the Basco, and then you'll have the Sakari and the Nisa and the Mikkel on the back line. I think is how that one would have to work. Because I'm not sure that works any other way. I guess maybe you could. Well, the Sakari can go pretty tanky too. Put her on the front line, and then you have Com stay back, or you could have both of them tanky, and then you have a three-man front for the two carries. I think
the Basco's fine. I mean, if the Basco builds defense, he'll be fine. I mean, they do have they will be dealing with a couple tanks on the other side, but the control from the Sakari and then just the burst damage out of the Com will help them out quite a bit.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, the Sakari's got some pretty good burst herself. I mean. Nothing to sneeze at.
Universal bet. Nobody's really white-chested for links in this chat. Sorry about that.
I am, but that's because I'm a mod. But
yeah, mods can link. Nightbot gets mad at everybody else. We'll go through. Normally, we don't have people drop in tons of links, so it's never been an issue. But if our community is growing, we will make sure to get Nightbot in line. Let me go ahead and switch over to the other overlay.
Yeah. Hey, you actually remembered this time. See, now this
I
is
have been all day long.
Having Jed in the. Yeah, so when Jed's casting, he can remember to switch the overlay, but he's in game. Oh, screw that stuff. You don't even see what's going on, right?
Well, I did have an issue earlier where OBS wasn't picking up casting mode, which was interesting.
Wow, that's weird.
So right now I'm just screen regioning, and it's fine.
Kind of weird.
It's fine.
Wow, this is
I'm
an
only at
loadout.
I'm bouncing between 65 and 80% on my CPU, so we're good. RAM is only like 40%, so don't think it's an issue.
Take a look at the Sakari loadout. This is pretty interesting. Nice mix here. We've got 3.3 armor, 50.2 health, the 6 defense pen, and Warden. Huh.
Yeah.
Defense pen in there. So
defense pen is going to be big because of that early QE combo. That's deceptively strong on Sakari, and with some defense pen, it's just going to chew right through.
Yeah, you got into what I was going to mention there. Yeah, the defense pen to help early game until the Warden can really come online. But this variant's at half health just from all these Qs coming in. Drain's coming down. Is this going to be a kill?
Not quite.
Maybe the Blink's coming down, but no.
Oh, there it goes.
The
10. Blinks for the kill.
And an auto attack.
I'd say that's worth it. Oh, totally worth it.
But if he gets out, it's completely.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah,
the Sakari has more than enough resource to be able to keep them off. Would DX3 work for Dawngate? I'm pretty sure DX3.
Yeah, it does. I use it.
Really, to switch overlays?
Okay, so what you do, how DX3 works is that it'll take your game video and it will put it into a camera. Is how you would load it into OBS. So you'd have a camera that says DX3 Video 1, and it's slightly more efficient when you need to down convert it. You can just down convert it to DX3. It's more efficient than OBS to do it too. So you might pick up a little bit of frame rates.
We'll look into it. Normally, I don't have any issues.
It costs money. DX3 costs money.
Oh well, forget that.
Yeah. Well, there is
a free
version, but it puts a big frickin' blue DX story over the huge middle of your screen, and I don't think the viewers would like that very much. No. Just saying.
Yeah. In case everybody's wondering, I am completely cheap when it comes to this. Mainly because
Yeah, he is.
the Shapers Guild is fully run off just kind of volunteers and donations. So, you know, when we get donations, it's great. Shout out to Michael Ward, who gave us our only donation ever. Other than just well, Terrathor donated XSplit to us right way at the beginning so that we could cast, and I've donated some prizes, but that's been it. Outside that, you know, just trying to make things happen.
Do we really need XSplit anymore? Because we can make a lot of the stuff work in OBS now.
Yeah, except for the tournament stuff. I was discussing that earlier. Tournaments, we will still run through XSplit because of the ability, what it allows us to do with clips of the community and music and stuff is just way stronger and way more friendly.
Way easier in
XSplit. But just general streaming like this for casting these games, OBS rocks. So shout out to OBS for that.
Yeah, and there's also some stuff that's easier to do in OBS than in XSplit. Like, you know, the between match overlay where you have the chat on the screen and the donation tracker and all of that. That's much easier to do in OBS.
Yeah, absolutely. Gwynnifer, we accept all donations. That's up to you. Like I said, I'd have to look into it to see exactly what it's gonna benefit us. I would hate to have somebody donate something and it not be something that really, you know, makes things better. I would feel bad. What's up?
Yeah, you should take him up on that offer.
Oh, okay. See, if you want to do that, go right ahead then.
Yeah, you should take him up on that.
You can just email us at contact@theshapersguild.com. That is for anybody that wants to get a hold of us. There's also links down below the stream if you're watching us on from our channel and not hosted either through Waystone or Thor.
But yeah, we've been doing all this talking about not the game. So let's talk about the game for a little bit. Take a look at CS. CS looks pretty even all the way across the board. Oh my gosh! Oh no, a little bit of a whiff from the Flynn.
Scouts code on.
Scouts code.
Well, Scouts code on the again. This is that using it to zone people out.
Right.
They kept him off the Fenmore. They did the job. Popped the W. You didn't really need to actually engage. You just kept them off your carry, and that's good tactician play.
Yeah, you'd still want the money from actually landing it though.
Well,
so.
But when you're just trying to protect your carry, then
oh boy, Zeri getting really low.
Basco coming around behind.
Doesn't
quite get it.
There.
I think he should have saved that for the stun for the Varian.
Yeah,
he really wanted the Zeri.
It's gonna be okay.
Just wasn't close enough.
Yeah, that Muse ended up saving Varian's life there. Because remember, the Muse transfers 5 stats. It does power, it does armor, it does MR, it does mastery. No, it doesn't do mastery because I got messed up because Saros was going in and actually got a kill on the McKella. And the Sakari's going to go down as well, too, from it, too. Ooh, wow.
Camera goes to the
Like
bottom.
I was saying.
Apparently there was some action down here, too, but the camera doesn't count.
Yeah. Okay, so Muse transfers power, haste, armor, MR, and life drain.
Oh, and there's a new Muse tooltip.
Oh, yeah.
Let me pull that up for everybody.
That is awesome.
It can eat your face, but it also shows all the shared bonuses, which is awesome. Something everybody's been wanting forever. This really helps to bring out what it is that Zeri's Muse does and why it's so powerful.
Oh no, Flynn caught out just a little bit there. He's going to have to burn the tailwind just to try to get away, but Fenmore looks like he's going to be able to dissuade Nasif from keep diving it. Now, if it were me and this was Bib 15, I might actually dive that binding. Kappa.
There's no might about it.
Well, yeah, well, hey.
Getting a ward down in the bush, give him some vision. There's a lot of wards in these bushes. This is over-warding on the mortal side, not going to lie. You got a Nisa. Nisa can ward one bush with Talon. You need the other wards to protect yourself against ganks. Right now, you are so open to ganks from Salas.
Yeah, because they can come around the top side, they can come around the bottom very, very easily. Yeah, Basco's actually thinking about
Egleb,
in on here.
leave me alone.
You know what? There's a ward.
Leave me alone, Egleb. No, but once she gets items, like you can see right here that it's not really great early, right? This is why most people don't put a point in the W early. But later on, when you have items, you can actually see what you're transferring in that.
Yeah, another thing that we've seen people do before is they run
Botwind going in.
Stat loadout.
Doesn't land it on a shaper
Bot leg
though.
going in. So that's why the camera didn't switch.
Yeah.
Sal's going to be able to get the root onto McKella, but she's just going to be able to waltz out of it.
This is one thing I noticed.
I think that was more the icebergs.
Different people's smart cams don't necessarily focus on the same information, which I'm not sure why that is. Maybe Waystone can explain if they understand.
Probably because it updates at different intervals, I guess.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe you loaded
it's
a
just
little
interesting.
before or after I did. Yeah.
'Cause we have had different views at various times. All
Yeah,
day
that's
long.
true. Already
Hi,
in the
Relic.
top lane looks like 4 people up there. Hi, what's up, Relic?
Going this way.
Welcome to
Yeah,
the
all
crazy
kinds of
busy
stuff going
channel
on in the
today.
top lane. Basco's coming in. He's gonna be able to land. But the
Final payment not
what
so
is
final.
that thing called?
Which
yeah,
one?
Final payment's not so final, but the prismatic vortex. That's what it's
Prismatic
called.
vortex
There
on
we go. I was
Zeri,
trying to say that. Yeah.
They're going to finish
Well,
off the
but
McKellar
Basco's
here,
in big
waltzing
trouble.
into
He's
the
got
bad
a trade down
position.
on him, but-
Actually lives and they turn it
that's a
around.
good work. Triple kill for the Mortal team.
That
Wow.
uprising. The McKellar waltzed past all 3 of them and made them turn around just long enough for the Basco to get his stun back up again, and they turned that whole fight around. That was crazy. That was crazy. I don't think they could pull that off
yeah,
again
what
if they
kind of
tried.
help do you need, Matt?
Wow, the camera gets a free basic item. That's awesome. What?
I know, camera gets MR. Right, exactly. Mention that Salasalt didn't stun against the Basco. The stun on the Salasalt is actually a very, very narrow area. You gotta be point blank to get the stun, otherwise it's
Yeah.
just slow.
You have to be right on top of them, basically, and right in front of them on that cone to get the stun. Everything else is a slow. SGN, what's going on, man?
Has been destroyed.
Seems to me if you tap space while in there, it'll jump. Okay, let's try it. Yeah, that actually worked. It'll force the update on the smart cam if you press space.
Regroup now.
Interesting.
SGN,
No, it
so
locks in on somebody if you do that.
See where they went.
the Shadow Skill, thanks for the follow. SGN, Waystone is currently working, we're not Waystone, but Waystone is currently working on settings for people who usually use like the very lowest graphics setting. They're working on a total rewrite of the way their graphics work on the lowest settings only, so that more people that use that can play the game and have a better experience. They have announced that is something they're actively working on. How long that's going to take is hard to say. So
Chase
don't
coming
write
down,
off
there's a
Dawn Gate
fight over
now.
them.
Yeah, don't write off Dawn Gate now if you can't necessarily play at the lowest settings.
Fight
Know
down
that
there
change
by
is
the money
coming.
pig. Let's see
Yeah,
what
it
happens with
doesn't-
this fight down by the
there we
money
go.
pig. Little duel happening back and forth there, but 2 tanky guys beating up on each other. Looks like Salas is getting the better end of that.
This is like
Scout's
sumo
gonna be
wrestling in the bot
rotating
lanes.
in. Tailwind
Lands
comes
the
in,
judgment, and that's gonna be a
there's the
kill.
root, and that's going to be a dead cat.
Oh my god, how is he alive?
Is it?
What?
How is he getting out of this? Cobb comes in, but oh my gosh, the Uprising comes back into you. They turn it around. Uprising lands on his Scout goes.
Oh my god.
Comes to pick this. Fedmore comes in now. He's got his ult going. Blinks in to pick up 1 kill, but he's going to end up. Did he get the kill? Doesn't look like it.
The Mortal
oh my
team-
God, win sauce. Oh my god.
The Mortal
This
team right
Basco
now
look like
is
pre-nerf right now.
yeah.
Holy crap.
The Mortal team right now is having the best luck I have ever seen in terms of their rotations and their movements. CaptWinsauce again, yes, definitely living up to his name. But just his ability to land those uprisings and get his
It's a thing of
stun
beauty,
off,
man.
it's been amazing. It's been amazing to watch. I did
Yeah,
not
there's
think he was getting out of that, and he did. So kudos.
This is probably the worst nightmare you could have as a Spirit team. You have a 4-0-2 Basco on the other side. Because he pretty much doesn't care about you anymore. He'll just walk into the team, but he'll do whatever he wants, pretty much.
Basco has a... Okay, guys, so Basco is in a great place, honestly. This is somebody who... I mean, I made a video about how OP Basco and Broken Ways.
Oh yeah, no kidding, right?
He is in a really solid place right now because you truly have to know how he works and how to itemize him against who you're facing to make him strong.
Yeah.
But there are easy ways to just completely shut him down. We've seen him shut down today quite a bit. Zeri trying to get out with the Prismatic Vortex, not enough damage. Eats an iceberg.
And here comes Salas coming in, doing some serious work. He's going to be
Yeah,
able to take down
he's
the
going to
Cobb.
take them all out. Unfortunately,
No, he's
Flynn
not.
does go
He's
down
probably
in the
gonna get out.
background.
Yeah.
Let's see if they can collapse on the Nisa. They're looking for...
Is relentless.
they're
looking
going the
for it, but
wrong
no,
ways.
there was
though.
somebody went the wrong way.
Botwin found her.
But they landed it. tBlizzi
Gets
and
it.
there's the
Gets it.
Spirit
Totally
Field,
gets
and
it.
Auto attack's gonna finish it. They want the McKellar. They're pinging the McKellar. Chase is on. Variant comes down, but here comes Tabasco. He's gonna miss the uprising though, and that's gonna disengage the fight. Maybe, but Salas comes in, roots CaptWinsauce, but You know, you got a Vasco who's a little bit ahead. He's got 4-0-2, but he's down in experience to a Salas. Wow, that just tells you how powerful Farmer Salas is. He's going to come in with the judgment.
And there's Vasco going down, guys.
He's doing a lot of work. He's got to get one more Q. He had a blink. He could probably get this Sakari, but now yeah, there's a soul ran down, but yeah, I don't see Fenmore getting out of this one.
Oh, he's getting
is
away.
That control?
He's going to get away.
Yeah, there is
he's
control
good.
on McKellar.
Oh, he hit his dispel early. That was not needed. He needed it right there.
And it's going to kill him, yeah.
And McKellar might pick up the... No, not going to pick up the Zeri. They're about to get jumped here, though.
No, he didn't get jumped because the Flint missed.
Aggro's the Parasite. Takes a lot of damage. Poor bot one.
Banshee's going to save McKellar's life here, and everybody's going to back off. No, wait, Nisa's coming in. It's like, hey, you guys are playing. I want to play too. Chase coming down. He's going to go ahead and eat a paintball to the face. Sidesteps Flynn and keeps auto-attacking on to Flynn. And, oh, yeah, there's no binding there, so they're going to keep going. Cobb's going to land everything.
Short final flight. Should have let it go all the way out. Might have picked up Scout's Code as well.
Absolutely. Prismatic Vortex going down on Nitenwarrior, but it's not going to be enough to save him from 3 insane damage dealers: a Com, a McKellar, and a Nisa. Yeah, you may have an extra 300 health, but that's like what, half a second against the 3 of them? Yeah, it doesn't work.
So here's Basco's weaknesses, guys. For those of you who are talking about that he's got so much CC and he's strong, he does. He absolutely has lots of CC, and if he gets on you, you're going to be dead. The key is to not. The key is to not let him get to you, and you can do that through proper use of CC or items like that give you slows. Like there's ways to peel off. If you are on a shaper though that doesn't have any kind of CC or way to get away, then yeah, you're in a lot of trouble, and you have to fix that through your spells and your items.
Oh my God!
For those that don't know, Impulse actually has a different effect if you're a ranged carry. If a Basco jumps on you and you auto-attack, it disengages.
Coming down, he's going to drop the drain, but...
Salas so strong
right now.
Oh
my gosh, is that Officer Nisa? That is Officer Nisa on the scene. Stop, you are under duress. Wow, a duress Nisa. That's
duress ambition. I'm not so sure about that, but that's okay.
But you know
Winsauce destroying people.
Setting everything up for the Basco. That's Soren giving you...
Final payment coming in.
Final payment, actually,
and he gets it.
Comes in on Varian, but hey.
No, actually, Nisa stole the tip.
Nisa.
BM stealing the tip.
Oh my God. But oh my God, this
duress. I don't understand why that's working. Oh, that's upsetting.
Down picks up so much kills. Oh my gosh, tBlizzi. Holy crap. Please, guys, please do not play that in solo queue all the time. Please, please,
yeah,
please.
Papa Seagull, tanks need somebody around to help them do stuff, and that's what Flynn is. So he needs to back. Scout's Code needs to back off here because this is dangerous. 280 carries there is going to be rough.
Now, to be fair, Flynn does have some decent power ratios. Well, he's got 0.5 and 0.6.
Yeah, but you're squishy as heck,
okay.
and you don't have a gap closer if
you
your
don't
ult's not up.
Yeah.
So
particularly your whole kit is designed around get in their face and do stuff. Yeah, you need to be a little tanky.
Yeah, he's definitely tank. I was playing him. I just played a quick practice match with him earlier, just running through the jungle.
Uh-oh, McKellar, you look hyper dead.
Nope.
I don't know if she's
missed
gonna
the
be able to get out of
wolves.
this, but it looks like she is. Oh, the wolves missed. But here comes Salas. She's got a spatter on her right now.
The Nisa getting ballsy, going back in.
Yeah. She's,
that was
I think she
not
gives
a
up
good
herself
position.
for the McKellar.
No.
Well, I mean, because it's Nisa.
She came
think
back
it's
in
Nisa
for the
being like
well,
support.
and it was interesting.
Yeah,
support Nisa. Who knows? But it's more like utility Nisa at this
Pursuit rush on McKellar. Okay. I don't know.
That raffle face. They did describe Basco as OP. That's why they nerfed him to hell.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's see if we actually have time for me to look at some items here. The Sakari, prosperity and aggression. So basically, you know, Sakari things. The Basco is just putting in work with a glory and a rebirth and some basic items that are giving him some good stats. The McKellar has a pursuit and ambition. Looks like it going into that dominance. This is pretty standard fare.
Yeah.
For the most part for McKellar. And the Nisa, though, is the crazy one. The Nisa with the ambition duress, now with an aggression. Crazy build that's working, and I'm not sure why. Salas with a rebirth, a freedom, a form, and is that a
integrity?
Integrity.
That's integrity.
So really going against the double. Yeah, well, it's a double AD comp, so and a Basco, so
that makes sense.
It's the perfect thing to do. Prosperity and a Discipline coming off the Flynn. A little behind on items. The Varian only has an Ambition with a Force, and I think this is one of the things that's keeping his damage down. The Ambition rough
I know
is,
you don't like the Ambition.
I don't. I've talked about this multiple times today, so not going into it again. Devotion and an energy
Scout's code coming in,
Zeri.
perfect disengage by the comms to land everything. And oh god, this has got to be so annoying for any melee.
Finmore with an
against the
Ambition
comms,
and an
Sakari,
energy
and
too. I'm not sure I like that either, but you know, whatever. I like to see bunches of power on Finmore, man. It gives his shield, makes his shield bigger. It makes his shield stronger. The Ambition,
Nice wall
not
to
as big of a
dodge
fan on.
Flynn.
Maybe like a passion on him, I could see better than an Ambition, just personally.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, because Finmore's not really an auto attacker. He doesn't auto attack. He doesn't need to. His Soren's on so low of a cooldown that he just uses that. That's his auto attack, basically.
Tailwind. So the difference between Tailwind and Blitz. Tailwind is going to move your whole team. Blitz is only going to move you, but it's going to keep you free of CC. So if you're the initiator, you want to Blitz. If you're just a support, Tailwind.
Yeah. Well, there's another difference, too. The movement speed bonus from Blitz lasts 6 seconds. Tailwind is what? 2? 3?
Yeah, it's... Well, yes, but still. You're all about getting that whole team there. So why is Ambition... Ambition isn't a bad item, Gwynnifer.
It's not. It's just not a great first item.
But
we don't.
when you're putting all the Vim that you've earned, like all that potential vitality, just into one item, like... Is Ambition the best item for that to be? Don't know.
No, I mean,
I'd rather see it. I'd rather see more stats on it.
Or something like that. Oh, Sal is going ham, jumps in on the King of Masks, and they absolutely delete him. But Sakari lands a 3-man ult onto everybody there. It's going to fire off everything. Looks like she wants to take down the Salad. Basco doing Basco things in the back line, jumping all over Fenmore. Everybody's going to have to back off there.
McKellar doing solid work.
But he's going to jump in. Nice that Rebirth actually saving Salus's life, but he's going to have to be careful with that 3-man Flynn coming down. And Fenmore's going to catch his wolf. Goes back.
Salus going in. Good job. Now they just need to follow it up. They could turn this around. Varian just getting walled off.
Dropping down the icebergs. A great play there. Lands everything here, but the Varian, can he get the kill? Yeah,
he does. He can turn this around and get a second one, too.
He can turn that, too. And
no! Oh, my God. Yes. Minions. Minions doing work.
For it, but yeah, Minions.
We also...
Yeah.
Airstrike, thanks for hanging out. We also got to see, once again, another final payment getting a kill. This is like the third or fourth time today. It's blowing my mind. Like, that just never happens.
Was there like a stealth change to final payment to actually make it final at some point?
I
guess.
I don't know. Basco's trying hard but not hurting much Gwynnifer because Basco's built to be a tank right now. Basco built tank items. He's got Glory, he's got Rebirth, he's got...
he's going to build a hoe.
Yeah, he's going to... Well, he might build a...
That's Resolve.
He's got a Resolve. We don't know exactly what he built it into. If he wanted to be doing a lot of damage, then he needed a Conquest in that rotation.
Yeah, but
so that every time he procs his Q, like, and he rotates his abilities, he'd be punching them in the face for quite a large amount. But you'd have had to have started that a long time ago. So he's trying to be the tank. He's got technically four carries with him. Because Sakari, if she can stack her Q up enough, when she pops that E, she doesn't even need a lot of stats to be able to really burst somebody down. So the Basco just needs to stay alive long enough to make that happen.
Take a look at the Mortal Team items, particularly Sakari and Nisa. I'm not sure I like these pickups here.
Sakari doesn't really need... Wow.
There's no MR, really, on the enemy team. For the MR on Spirit Team is basically Salus's Freedom.
No, they only have Freedoms. On Freedoms, you want a Destruction. Because the problem is you're just not going to do as much damage. Yeah, you're not going to do as much damage to the squishies. And Sakari really needs to blow up a squishy.
Absolutely. Wow,
there we go.
In comes Salus, drops the big ult there, but Sakari drops a big ult of her own into a finale from Com. Fenmore going to be in the middle of him here. I wish he would have stasis there, but doesn't even have stasis. I don't think he does. Nope, he doesn't.
The mantra right now for the Spirit side needs to be aggressive. They were doing tons of damage.
tBlizzi, but he may get... You don't want to go after the Nisa. The damage right now is McKellar. McKellar is who you need to target. The Nisa, well, yeah, she's kind of threatening in her own way because she's got the duress and all that. It's McKellar that's going to kill you because she's got the dominance, she's got the pursuit.
But yeah, the only thing that kept that fight from being an annihilation in favor of the Spirit side was some good walls from Sakari. Period. It made them turn around and have to run around back into lane to get to that team and follow up. Otherwise, they had the damage, they had the tankiness, they had them dead.
And that's going to be a dead McCullough for sure, but...
Salus is going to go down. Oh, no. Oversitting taking a quarter of the health off 2 hits, so yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? It means that Salus didn't take it, so
yeah.
that's good.
It's enough.
And yeah, Spirit Team definitely wanted to get the heck out of Dodge here, yeah. Fendrillion, wow, Fenmore without stasis is half a shaper. Yeah, because if he stasis there while his ult was running like that, that was a double kill.
To be fair, though, he doesn't have a lot of power backing him up at the moment. He's got a potency and an ambition.
So yeah,
so his ult isn't going to do a ton of damage, but his soul rend will be good. Hemakia, thanks for the follow. Definitely, guys, if you haven't followed us, give us a follow. We'll be doing community casted games as often as we can find people to jump in and cast them now. Now that casting mode is live, we will try to get this 2, 3, 4 times a week, maybe, potentially. We'll see.
Hey, it looks like we can talk about items. Holy crap.
What, there's downtime? What?
Yeah, it looks like it, yeah. No kidding. Let's take a look at some interesting items here. Com picks up a duress. Oh god, 2 duresses on the team. There's so much. Oh,
they're just crazy.
So annoying.
They're crazy. But destruction and duress on a com, it's annoying as hell, but it works. The dominance, pursuit, ambition pickup with it's going to be a resonance out of Michaela.
Yeah, it has to be a resonance.
The Nisa went rage too. Man, they love that rage on that team. Get it. Gwynnifer, thanks for the follow.
Order, which is a good call.
Sal's got order, stability, 2 forms, and a rebirth. So he's crazy strong right now.
I'd like to see an Adamance next out of him, actually, because that attack speed slow is going to be a big deal when you're dealing with 2 carries like that.
Flynn got a subjugation. I'd like to see him turn that will into a freedom really quickly so that he can get through the CC. That tenacity is a big deal. Varian now has a momentum, a pain, and an ambition.
Well, he's had the pain for a while. He rushed that, but against 2. The Basco,
potency, devotion, and resolve. Rosary. Universal best. Thanks for the follow. Much appreciated.
Yeah, but look at CaptWinsauce. We didn't talk about his conviction. Because he just wants to live. This is pure tank.
Absolutely.
Well, he does.
He needs to be.
Power.
He's the initiator, so. Redbeard, thanks for the follow.
What would you turn that power into? That would be like the only thing I can really see working out of the power tree for Basco right now is a decay. But if you wanted to do that, he might have started earlier. Oh no, but there's a fight going down. Sakari grabs approval with the ult. Everybody's getting blown up here. Michaela doing some serious work. Final flag going across the entire team, but underneath the
nobody was low
I
enough
don't think
for
they can die that. Yeah. Yeah.
So
a crazy Michaela there.
Fenderlon, we can tab. I can tab. The problem with tabbing in the game is it covers up all the action in caster mode. Whereas if you rotate through the players, well, yeah, but you're not the camera.
Exactly.
I can pull it up here, but it kind of blocks everything that's going on. So I try to tab through and let you see not just their items, but you can also see how they've leveled their abilities, how they've ranked their abilities via this casting mode, which is really nice.
We've been asking for that for a long time. That's a great, particularly for Bestia for World. We always had to guess what their points were in just based on damage abilities we're doing by cooldowns and things like that. And now we don't have to do that. It's amazing.
Merc, Fenmore's Wolf during his ult when you stasis, it's only going to heal you if you have lifesteal items. Otherwise,
you sure about that?
Yeah, pretty sure. Hold on, I'll go double check since you're all.
Well, we can just look at his items here. Each second for 5 seconds, wolves will chat 5 nearby enemies dealing. Yeah, you're right. You need lifesteal to get that to heal you.
Yeah. So sure, you can pop a stasis and that's nice and everything, but if you didn't go, this is why I don't like the ambition necessarily. I mean, they're making it work. That's fine. But if you have a passion, that's what's really going to just fill
that's
the
significantly
right
more
back
healing.
Yeah.
No, stasis doesn't proc extra wolves come out. It just prevents you from dying while your wolves are.
You're not taking any damage during Fenmore's ult that way, but you're healing if you have some kind of a life drain item, and you're doing damage continuously. It's the same way with any kind of channeled ability. Like I think you can stasis his Petrus while he's spinning, and it still spins and does damage.
That's crazy. I don't know if that should be intended, but.
I'm pretty sure it works. I don't know, I'll have to double check again. I'm pretty sure I've done that once as a troll, but I know I've been picked up as a Moya and I'm still spinning. I've been stunned in place. I'm still spinning.
Still spinning. Okay, that makes sense.
Still spinning.
You know another good stasis.
It's like when I'm trying to load anything on the internet. Still spinning.
What about what about a stasis on Flynn for his W? Probably
His
not.
W
worth it,
doesn't
you
do
would
enough
it.
damage to matter.
Yeah, it doesn't do enough. Yeah.
Here's the problem. His W is a mobility help for your group because it slows everybody at hits. So you do not want to stasis.
Yep.
While using that because you want to move with the people that you're slowing. That's why I told Thor earlier that I really like a pursuit on him if you can get away with it at some point because then there's nobody getting away from your
Neil's
team.
coming in, dropping the ult here. But, oh no, the Sakari blocking in her own teammate here with the... Garwar, you did that to me the other day.
To be fair, that guy was dead anyway.
Uh-huh.
It was. No, I mean, in here. I mean, they all jumped on that one person. There was no getting out of that CC chain. So the Sakari blocked everybody off, sure, blocked that one person off, but it kept the team from engaging on the rest of their team as well. It's the reason they only lost 2 instead of all of them.
Yep.
Vito, the new Shaper's name, it depends on who you talk to. It's either Flynn, Sergeant Buttersworth, or Sergeant Mandrake.
Mandrake, yeah.
It just depends on what you consider to be the Shaper. Flynn is the guy that just got thrown off there. Technically, that's what Waystone calls the new Shaper. But Sergeant Buttersworth is actually who you control. Or Sergeant Mandrake if it's the Shogun Cat Bus.
You know what we haven't seen? Have we seen a jungle, a Hunter Flynn yet? Because I imagine his cast
Earlier
would make an
today.
Amazing Hunter. How did that
Earlier
go?
today, I think. I like it. I prefer him there. We've seen more lane Flynn's, but I prefer him in the jungle. Because his ganks are insane.
Dang. Absolutely, yeah. He just comes in, particularly once after
Level 3.
6.
No, just level 3.
Oh yeah, he throws
Level
in,
3, he can
throws in
stun,
Flynn,
he has an AoE
it's
slow, and he has an armor
and
shred.
He's got an armor shred, yeah. He's like Renzo, except he actually has mobility too.
Yeah. I mean, once he gets 6, it's even insane, because then he gets a free tailwind for your team, basically. And he can jump from Shaper to Shaper to Shaper with a stun.
Stay clear.
So, pretty cool.
There in your mind.
Wow, Fenmore picking up an influence?
Say what?
Fenmore just bought an influence.
Alright. If he's been leading the charge, it makes sense.
That makes sense, I guess. You were right about the resonance on Makella for sure. And you know what? I'm trying to talk about items here a little bit, and then these guys come down to the bottom lane and they just start fighting. Why you guys do this? Seriously.
Sakari has a good pickup here with a hostility. That's going to help her team out. She's
don't
got so
see
many
very many
damage dealers on her
hostilities.
team. Vasco finished the order, which was to be expected.
You mean the Hope?
The Hope, excuse me.
Yeah,
The Hope.
also has the order.
The Calm finished his potency. That's going to make him even stronger with that burst, as we see right here. He's trying to go in, but doesn't quite land it.
And Flynn hitting the basket right there. There's a nice big ring of the
So
Mortal
much-
team right there, and just right down the middle.
So much crit chance on the Mortal team side. 2 dominances. If they can just sit there and get some damage down, people are just going to fall over.
Absolutely. Yeah, so I would foresee a Pain actually coming out from the Nisa. I don't see her going Resonance. She already has enough haste between the Duress and the Ambition, really. She doesn't really need any more. I mean, her...
Varian
the
has a
Ambition-
Duress as well. This is
Oh
a
my
3 Duress
God.
game. I mean, it's on the
Oh
other
my
side,
gosh.
obviously, but still, it's a
But
3 Duress game
still.
at this point. I think that's mainly to keep the Basco off him. Which
Yeah,
is,
that makes
I mean,
sense.
that's okay. I'm okay with that. I still think your progress gate is what that's for. But that's, I understand the need to
Exactly.
get it off even more because he could then pull a blitz and get right back on you. You know,
Exactly.
I'd like to see Fenmore pick up a destruction. If I'm being
I'm not
completely
sure he's
honest.
going to do it, because the only MR on the Mortal team right now is Basco. That's it.
Well, yeah, but a destruction is gonna cut through the MR that they have just base.
Exactly.
Being a shaper.
Exactly.
That's
That-
why I
that-
want to see a
that-
destruction and not like a rage.
Yeah.
I just want to see a destruction on him.
Yeah, I was going with you, man.
Yeah.
I was supporting your argument. Well, yeah, that is the one thing we're seeing about Flynn's stun there off his Q. It's fairly telegraphed. You can kind of tell where it's going.
Yeah. So Windsor, for guides at the shapersguild.com, which is the fan site we run, we have some what we call quick shaper guides, or shaper quick guides, which are just it's like for brand new players to kind of give you something other than just the recommended items. Gives you some explanations and whatnot. You can find it there. MOBAchampion.com does player created community guides. So you kind of have to trust that the community is guiding you to the right place because they'll do the whole upvote thing like some other sites do.
You know the funny thing though, I'm just thinking about that. I remember 50's Jungle Desecrator.
There's some
guy.
troll stuff. Yeah, there's some troll stuff that has good upvotes, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you find something that works for your playstyle.
Nice egg down Tom on the
They're
entire
trying to
team.
engage.
Very
They're
down.
not really able
There
to.
we go.
Oversitting
But,
going really
Sakari
low.
lands a nice ult on top of everybody. Final payment coming down, but everybody's going to collapse on. But the Spirit team is so low right now. The only person at full health right now is Sal's, and I think that's because he wasn't even there. He got there late. But yeah, this binding is gone. So everybody's got to back off. Vasco is jumping in, and there's the uprising. Lands everything there, but the Prismatic Vortex is going to save Zeri's life. Nice try to stun the Vasco with the Flynn, but he was under blitz.
Oh, doing work.
Wow, the Makella doing all kinds of work with a triple kill. Yeah, and they're pinging the Parasite. I completely agree with that.
They're a little low. They'd have to really rotate well to do that right. I like this call of getting the binding. I'd actually get the binding and get the well before I'd go for Para, personally. But they're going to go ahead and
I
get
think they want a core.
They've got 45 seconds on 3 people. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, the only people up right now are Flynn and Fenmore, and to be honest, looking at their builds, they don't have a whole lot of damage, so...
I would
Go
rather they're going to go try to pair here. I would rather they had gone and grabbed that well, but that's okay. I think the well would have given them more items at this point. They're all sitting on... Oh, jeez. McKella needs to shop. Girl's sitting on 4K coins.
Oh my god!
Yeah, everybody on their team is right around 3K, or right around 2K or over, I should say.
Yeah,
After
well,
Parasite,
yeah,
it's going to be
full
2K
build
plus.
after Parasite. Yeah. I don't know, but do they want to fight? No, they don't want to fight.
No,
Okay.
you don't want to fight. Just go shop. They are so
they're gonna-
strong if they go shop right now.
I
That
really
top
wanna
well
see
would have
what
given
this
them a lot of money too, though. But yeah, I guess you're making a choice. They want the pushing. They want to finish the game. Parasite's the right choice there. I like that slow strangulation that comes with economy denial.
Yep.
But that's fine.
And I was completely wrong about Nisa. She went ahead and bought the Resonance. I thought she would have gone with the Pain instead,
Nope.
but I guess not. Rage and a Clarity coming out from Nitenwarrior. That's probably good. Is that really going to be a Fate? Basco's going to finish a Faith. Let's see.
I can see
Conflict
McKella
of
doing a
Potency.
Fate.
Yeah. I usually don't like
Probably
the Fate
not.
Resonance.
We'll never see.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, she's pretty close to finishing it. King of Masks needs to shop. I don't know what he's doing. He's going back right now.
Yeah.
Let's see what he picks up.
Passion picked up by Salad.
He got a
which is
Freedom. That's a good
pick. I would have
call.
liked that earlier. Yeah, Freedom and a Power from the Calm.
Sakari got the Pain. So
Sakari got it.
the
Okay.
reality here is normally you want a Pain to counter Fenmore, but you want to counter him usually early. They haven't had any trouble just destroying him, even without it, and that's because of the double dominance going on there. The crits have just been destroying his health. There we go with the crits. Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Oh my god. Wow, but this looks like Mikhail's
Yeah.
gonna get deleted
Well-
in turn by 4 people.
She
Man,
she got ganged up on, but it did take 4 to kill her.
that's true. And she may be able to finish up her items here pretty soon.
Yeah, she could if she wanted, right? Oh, if she's going for Fate, she needs about 100 more. So that keys it off that she hasn't bought the Fate yet.
You know what would have gotten it for? The Spirit Well.
The Spirit Well.
Oh no, Buttersworth getting caught out there.
Scout's code, though, he's tanky.
Code. Very tanky, but it doesn't matter once you have like a 6-stack Sakari Ego and yourselves going in, dropping all the skills. Comp's gonna have to blink out of there.
That wall doing work.
Oh, that wall. doing
Camera,
all
please.
kinds of
There's
work.
the
Dallas, I don't
finish.
know how he was still alive that long here. February's coming in right now. He's gonna try to do this Basco, and not gonna work. He's gonna blink out. But here comes the final flight. He's gonna
Picks
off
off
the
one.
Fedmore.
Basco's still trying to dive. He's got a binding to deal with here.
Yeah, but
And
I
no
don't think he
damage.
cares
Oh, he's got him
much, but
slowed
you know
down.
what?
His damage
He's
caught
got
up.
Nisa behind him.
Nisa with the chase. Finishing it off for the ace. Oh, no,
Literally, the
Varian's
chase
up.
comes with a triple kill.
Varian respawns, so there's no annihilation.
The spirit too has been
Yeah, but I mean the Varian that duress actually is showing some great promise for Varian right now. It's kept him alive so far. Good stasis to dodge a bit here. I don't think that blitz was actually worth it there. Gonna try to take down Basco, but I think at this point Basco doesn't care. It's just gonna pop his rebirth, and Sakari's just gonna block him off with
the
wall.
problem here is Varian never bought any armor pin, so he cannot do any damage to the Basco. As behind as he is, he needed an armor pin item.
Oh my god, deleted by the comp there, and that's going to be GG. We got the Winions going. Everybody on the Spirit team is dead. Good game, everybody.
Yeah, GG everybody. That was an awesome game.
Moral of the story, don't let Basco get ahead because that happens.
Well, not always, but it was pretty rough. It was pretty rough.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, that was the last game of the day. I'm going to do one more Crystal Waystone Hype Ward giveaway. It's the numbers one.
And it was Insight. We were wrong.
Enter as many Insight. Enter as many numbers in there as you want until somebody wins. I will send it to you on Twitch. You do need to follow the channel to win, otherwise I just re-roll. GG to everybody that played in all the games we did today, both here and on Thor's channel. Big thank you to Thor and Waystone Games for supporting us today, and to everybody for showing up. We will do this often, so make sure you stop by. It tastes mighty good. Thanks for the follow. This is definitely what we like to do, showing off the community. That's what we're about. So we'll do this as often as we can.
Botwin actually, Botwin making a good point in the lobby chat there. Got to build carry items on carries where no one can kill the bruiser. Yeah.
Solace, thanks for the follow. Universal Best. Winning the last code of the day. It's coming at you right here via the Twitch message system. It'll either go to your inbox or to others, so make sure you check both.
Because Duress Rush Nisa is the best. Well, the thing is, if you just look at... Yeah, it kind of makes sense on Nisa because the basic attacks actually reduce the cooldown of the Duress. Nisa does get some haste for free from the chase, so it kind of makes sense.
How many followers do we have? Somebody tell me how many followers we have right now.
Let's see.
Or viewers, I should say. Viewers.
98.
98 viewers? All right, I'll go ahead and I'll give away one more of the Waystones. So, one more, guys. That one already went through, but we got another one coming. We do appreciate the 100 viewer hype today, so we'll give out another one.
Aspidochelone, we should have done a 5-man Duress. Oh my god.
Yeah, I thought it was coming. For a second there, I totally thought it was coming.
Because
oh my god.
How do you make a Basco have a bad day?
5-man Duress.
Oh no, Basco.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Well, but he was on their team. But the thing was, it was doing work on the Finmore and the Flynn because they both have to close. Yeah. Like, and even if Flynn jumps in like with his ult, somebody just duresses him and walks away. Like,
yep.
It was rough. It was rough.
Oh god, you remember the old Freya Duress with the Freya Freight Duress build?
Oh yeah, Freya Freight Duress.
That
yeah, Freya with Fate Duress and now with Furor is still. It's a pretty troll build. Please don't do it. But you don't go anywhere.
It's hilarious.
You don't go anywhere in a team fight. If you're grouped up, never group up against that. It's disgusting. But everybody did a good job today. Even the people that kind of got outclassed on it a couple times, and there's nothing wrong with that. It happens. We're doing lots of mixed
all the time to battle in the bot lane.
Mixed groups. So, but it's all about the experience, getting out there and having fun. Wow, how has this not happened yet, guys? There's 100 of you. There's only 100 numbers. Everybody could have picked one. Hey, it's Aspido.
Hey, Aspidochelone. Hey,
and you don't follow the channel. What the hell? Now they followed. They followed right afterwards. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do it. They literally followed as I said that.
Right. Okay.
So they did it. It came through as I said that. So I'm going to go ahead.
All right. Fair enough.
Because I was going to do that. I was going to give it away to somebody earlier if they just followed right afterwards. But we're good. That was the freebie giveaway anyway. He's like, I got it. I followed. I swear. Please.
Renzo thanks his son.
Provoxius, thanks for the follow. That went to your inbox here on Twitch
message box, yeah.
So make sure you get it there. But that's going to be the end of the stream tonight.
Renzo thanks his son.
We do thank everybody for stopping by. Let me go ahead and see who else is